Yes! Oh my god, I didn't think it could be done. They made a good Superman movie. Holy shit, I'm so happy! The original superhero, first appearing in Action Comics #1 in 1939. Superman has remained one of the fan favorite superheroes for a reason. He is incredibly popular. Everyone knows who Superman is, even if you are not a fan of comic books yourself. You are at least aware of the character's existence, and as a result, he has had many, many movies about him made, starting with the serials in the 1950s, all the way up to 2025 with the latest movie, Superman, starring David Cornsweet as our titular hero. And if this is how the rest of these movies are going to be, I am so excited to see James Gunn at the wheel. This movie is absolutely fantastic. I am a little bit biased. I adore Superman. I think he is an absolutely fantastic character, and he's a lot of fun, especially when he is well written and a good person. The entire conceit of Superman, at least in my opinion, is that he is just a man who is trying to do good. It doesn't matter if he is liked for his actions, if he is hated, all he wants to do is to help people. And this movie nails that attitude perfectly. There are multiple instances where he is not liked by the public or ridiculed in some capacity, and his response is not to be angry or walk away from humanity. His response is to stay and try to continue to help them. You hear that, Zach? That's what Superman does when people don't like him. He helps and sticks around to make things better. If you can't tell, I am not a fan of Zack Snyder's portrayal of Superman as an angsty, clinically depressed who decides to stop helping people at the drop of a hat because some of them are mad at him. Zack Snyder's failings as a writer and his failures to understand superheroes are something I will talk about on a different day, but for now, I just want to say I adore this version of Superman. It is a lot of fun, and it is just a greatly entertaining movie. Everyone knows Superman's origin. Being shot down from Krypton, a dying planet, as a baby, landing on Earth, getting taken in by the Kents, and being raised to just be the best person he can. This movie does that phenomenally. This movie doesn't function as an origin story for Superman. Within the context of the movie, Superman has been operating in the space for a couple of years. This allows us to know that he is already a known entity within the world and that superhumans are already a known factor. That way, we don't have to explain how they came about. I prefer this because, again, everyone knows Superman's origin, but also origin stories are kind of boring. Unless it's a character that has never appeared on screen before, I don't think we need to see origins for 90% of superheroes. And even then, unless it's super integral to their story, we don't really need to see their origin at all. A perfect example of this is in the movie, you have Metamorpho, otherwise known as the Element Man. We don't know how he came to be. Honestly, one thing I do like about this movie is that it is, for the most part, an ensemble cast. You have multiple heroes showing up. Obviously, I mentioned Metamorpho, or again, as the movie refers to him, the Element Man. But you also have Guy Gardner, Green Lantern. You have Mr. Terrific. You have Hawkgirl. These are heroes that just show up in the movie as known entities within the world, and I truly appreciate that. I like that there are just known entities of superhumans out there, because, again, it makes the world feel more active and full, like it's an actual living world, not a sterile movie. I'm kind of tired of seeing origin stories, and James Gunn did a fantastic job making this world feel as if it's alive and that people just kind of already exist within it. Another thing that I have had complaints about with specifically Zack Snyder's movies in the past is characterization. And I think that James Gunn managed to get the characterization, at least how I view the character, down very well. He is a well-meaning person who just wants to do good. When confronted with something that makes it seem as though he's not a good person and effectively shatters his worldview, while still trying to do his best to do good and just do the best he can, he's still affected in a massive, massive way, to the point that he almost kinda has a breakdown, but it's a very personal one. Again, he's still trying to help people while he is having this crisis of personality, and I really like that. Makes Superman feel like someone who just wants to do his best and is trying his hardest. The world building, outside of already feeling alive with other metahumans and just heroes already, again as a result of being set years after Superman has become an active hero, as well as having characters like Guy Gardner and Mr. Terrific show up, the world feels very reminiscent of Batman the Animated Series, Superman the Animated Series, the Timverse from like the 90s and early 2000s. Just kind of the prop design and the set design of the world feel very reminiscent of that, while also feeling very modern. And I truly like that because, again, those were my introductions to some of these characters. And so I feel very happy to see that kind of world represented within the superhero space. It's a lot of fun. It's great. All of the cast does a fantastic job. Superman, all the way down to Jimmy Olsen, everyone in this movie is fantastic and portrayed in a very good way. Now, this movie does have a lot of James Gunn humor in it. If that is not for you, you are potentially not going to like this as much as I did. I happen to like a lot of James Gunn's humor, so I liked it a bit more than other people might. If you are a fan of Superman, I do highly recommend this movie to you. It is a lot of fun. It is a great time. But with all of that being said, I think for me, this movie rolls a 17. So fun. The world building is great. The set design and the world design itself is so well done that I also happen to love it. I love the action and the energy and the way characters interact in this movie. Luthor's portrayal is absolutely fantastic. I'm gonna keep gushing about this movie for like 2 more hours if I keep going with this. It's so much fun. It's so entertaining. If you are a fan of Superman, I highly recommend that you watch this movie. It is so much fun, and I guarantee you will have a good time with it. I feel if I keep going for too long, I'm going to start getting into spoilers. Needless to say, I really don't want to do that, and you should see this movie for yourself. That is all I have. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you want to follow me on any of my socials, links to all of those are going to be in the description down below. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.